And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the one woman and the one gentleman and the three gentlemen. Ah, Rev, are you there, good sir?
Yes, 1 second.
Oh shoot, he's busy. Well, Mr. Rev, as we know, our favorite elderly abuser, our favorite,
Yes, indeed.
our
Beat anything that's not as male or Chad or smart as you. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Rev.
Or
I was just
young.
saying that like you're our favorite elderly abusive person and our third favorite alcoholic after Lucky and Jackstar.
Oh, that schizo piece of shite is better of an out. I thought you meant like only use me blade, dude. That's insulting, but thanks anyway.
Only Use Me Blade. Yeah, what do you think of Only Use Me Blade? You talk about him a lot.
I do. He's a great influence. Yeah, right. I've been compared to him, except I'm not successful at streaming, and I don't even have like a super chat or a setup. There's no way you even donate to me. I guess see me in real life or shoot me or give me money. I don't really care either one. But no, I mean, we're fellow Italian, Sicilian descended peoples, and we both have hit this a little hard. This is rye whiskey, by the way. Shout out to Belit. But no, I don't have leg holes and figure it out, little bruises. Like I'm not that bad. So anyway, yeah, that bucket Becken's
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna say you can still
Yeah.
walk even though you're an
Oh
alcoholic.
yeah, I
You're
still have
relatively
legs. You
healthy.
know, they work.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for having me on, guys. By the way, I'll behave on this stream. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry, I was a real penis head to Lewis there, and he took it in stride in a drunken blade-like moment of schizoidism. I thought he was doing things that he wasn't, so I'm sorry for that. Hi, George. Hi, Lewis. And AO, as Blade would say. Let's get into it.
You thought that was like hacking your device and stealing videos or some shit, and
Was I
then
that
posting.
bad?
That's
Oh
that's
man,
what
I'm
you were.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah. That's you were saying some shit like, "How did you get that video, Lewis? What are you doing to my device?" And I
Sorry. That
just
yeah,
did.
that
I
was
wasn't even.
stupidity. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, it's cool. It's cool, man.
Did you just freaking hear that?
What did you drop?
A lot, but continue as usual. Go ahead. It was
Right,
slippery.
right. Well,
That's getting clipped. That's getting clipped. And I love African, sub-Saharan African people are just as smart as us, just as capable as us. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
oh my fucking
Oh my
God.
goodness. All right. I gotta.
Oh dear lord.
No, I just have to get something, but keep talking. I will be right back. Thank you.
All right. Well,
So,
George, do you
Lewis,
want to?
why don't you explain who Rev is and how you found him?
All right. Well, there is a good friend of mine whom I've known for quite a while called RoboFrog, who hangs around our chat rooms, and he has a habit of whenever he finds silly people or people who he thinks are funny, he sends me links to them so that I can go look into them. And one of the people he found was this Mr. Rev Viler in the COD comedy chat because he was posting voice messages with an absurd amount of racial slurs in them.
That's true.
Like an absolutely absurd amount of slurs. Now I saw that and I was like, oh, well, this guy's funny, so I should bring him in. So then I sent him an invite link, and then he joins, and then he stays in the chat for like a month, shit posts around, does a lot of trolling, and then he gets drunk one night, gets paranoid, blocks me, and leaves. And now,
Yep.
what, 3 weeks after that, he has unblocked me, and we are back.
I've seen you. Totally not broken glass and fallen alcohol everywhere ubiquitously here. I've seen you before too. I see you now. Well, not now, but you know. So I mean, look.
You see my face, yeah. You know what I
Yeah,
look like.
right. So like Richard Spencer would say, there's a and not that I'm a big fan girl of his. He's a bigger leftist cuck than any of us now. But I mean, kind of understandable dealing with not impotent that movement is as long as he has. But nonetheless, you know, it's like kind of like there's a return address with the face. You know, so that's something there. It was just a dumb moment of paranoia. Really like tripping off liquor. I don't drink that so much anymore. Please excuse me while I clean something for a second. I'll continue talking, and we'll
Or
pretend
you
this
clean
didn't happen.
something that's definitely not alcohol. I don't drink that much anymore.
the
Let me clean up
glass-
the alcohol. I just,
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to hide this. So this is the glass, dude, just from slipping out me hand. Like I did not plan this. George is like Well, I like this clan. Sorry, we can't say the C word. This beautiful vaginal expression of a human personage. I'm not going to drink out of this because I feel like this is an N-word knife, and I won't say the N-word. But yeah, so
Yo, he's so
Drink
much
out this
funny.
part.
He's so much funny when he's forced to censor himself. It's
yes.
amazing.
I'm Mason. Shouts to Code Comedy. TJ, the most wonderful black, young, Muslim, transgender woman of color of our time. Go ahead. Go ahead, guys. Sorry.
What do you think of COD Comedy, by the way? I saw you made a stream on him the other day.
I told him this I told him or a representative of his the other day. Yeah, he was there. People saw. He was good enough to be there.
No,
TJ's
he
a
was
good
in
kid.
your chat. He was in your chat. Yeah.
Yeah, he's more than that. Doesn't because it's like more than a woman. No, we don't have that kind of relationship. And shouts to him for I think he's gonna get married soon, or I don't know, to the girl. That's good for him. Anyway, so no, with TJ.
Wait, that's
TJ,
the girl who's stuck by him when he was going through all of that stuff with the government. Same girl.
I never asked that deeply, mate, and I don't want to, but I think
I hope so. I hope it's the same girl because that's a really lovely story if that's true.
Yeah, well, predicated on the video that he released recently, she dealt with the copious amount of problems in her own homeland as well from even just seeing the guy. So anyway, I like him
by association. Yeah.
Yes. I for a little while questioned whether he was honestly like being a piece of garbage, like scamming his people, making a false comeback, and I told him that, and he's like, I completely understand why you think that, and he like literally elucidated basically everything in the video. I won't say whatever privately, but yeah. So he was under a copious amount of harassment. I have never seen a door kicked in and the frame just smashed up that many times. I've seen the basketball jogger people's crack houses. I've seen the white toothless areas of wonderful economic and intellectual flourishment, but I have never seen, with all the meth heads in Florida and all the crackhead hello persons like Blade would say about them with their lovely melanin, a door is kicked into that extent, bro. That shit was bad. May I get some ice real quick, gentlemen? I won't drop this one and come back. Thank you. All right, I'm watching it. Behave now. You better behave. You won't go to Disneyland.
Is that famous internet live streamer Chuckles?
Hang on, before you do that,
It's
Rev,
me.
Are you wearing a fucking thong right now?
High cut thong. Yeah, it's the only type I get down with. High cut thong. Yeah.
How can you tell?
Because it keeps on peeping out through his shirt whenever he.
It's because I'm wearing white. It's because I'm wearing white. Is it peeping? It's not peeping. It's kind of odd. Well,
when you bent over, I could see your fucking thong. Like
he was checking out your ass.
Sussy to be. Yeah, it's kind of sussy to be noticing other men's underwear.
I kind of am built like a black. I'm built like a black low IQ. I mean, wonderful Nubian queen. EBT.
Can you twerk for us, please?
I'm not doing that, dude. The most you'll get. The most you'll get there. Let me get
Lewis has an erection, so I mean, we're ready to go.
Degenerates. I think this girl hates him. I guess that's all right. Let me get the ice, and I'll be right back.
No, I like you.
I like you too, man. I don't even know who you are. All right, you're a person, N-word person. All right.
No, I'm white.
No, you're not.
Does he know that the camera is like facing to his side?
Yes.
Okay. Is that like
an
for
artistic expression, Chuckles?
All right, so let's see your underwear, please.
No, I'm not doing that on the stream. What's your next question?
Rejected.
All right, it's okay. A couple more drinks. He'll do it.
You know what? Look up Reviler, REVILERD as in dog. If you want to see basically anything, my Snap, my Twitter. If you want to see me,
bro,
say
you
the
should see this
N-word
guy.
when
This guy's Instagram is a picture of him walking down the beach wearing a thong, like unironically.
The one was
he's not afraid of like showing.
The one
himself.
was with. You should have seen the Black X, who was not an N. Who was a nice girl and actually broke up with her because I loved her very much, but she wanted Christian marriage and she wanted mixed race children, both of two things that I'm not a proponent of. But anyway, yeah, if you want to see all that stuff for Viler D, dude, whether I'm sober or drunk,
Rev, you have this horrible habit of saying really interesting shit and then skipping over it like it doesn't matter. It's just weird.
Rev Viler is a proponent.
Just go back.
Rev is a proponent of the Nietzschean ideal of the will to power and the Superman. Right. Behold, if you will, the ultimate expression.
I want to know more about. I want to know more about the ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, the ex-girlfriend and the mixed race children.
Okay, so can I? So you got okay. So I. All right. You
Don't use slurs. Don't use slurs. Don't use.
You
slurs.
can use
I know.
slurs.
No.
He already said she wasn't an N. He already said that.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
so she wasn't black, but she wanted black babies. Is
No,
that
she
correct?
was black. No, she was black.
There's no litmus test for it exactly, but basically what it was is this: there are people who are sometimes. So I have a strange kind of, I suppose, not a prevarication, something I'm forgetting. Anyway, curse, like and well, not really, but anyway. So the last few years of my life, because I'm quite old actually, non-white females who have been very like interested in me. And so, biology, I'm not going to fight my own biology. That's one reason I don't live my life as a trans woman, because I'm not, because I know that I was born male and that we cannot. And there's a guy with a mustache who I used to love. I won't say his name. He's kind of famous. He used to sell a lot of schnitzel and tongue.
No.
Well,
we don't like mustaches here.
Okay, well, he was a mustache salesman in Obersalzberg. And one thing he said that was correct was that man's folly in My Day at the Park, My Day at the Park, Ralph Manheim translation, was that man's folly is trying to supersede nature instead of acquiescing to it and knowing his place in it. And that out of that book of love and peace to all humans on earth stood out to me the most. So that's what I said. Anyway, I met her at an insurance job. I met her my last insurance job. They were great people. I'm not going to dox the place. I was not selling for once. I was selling for years. I have my 214, 240. So the first is life, the second is health, and then both of them combined is 215. And I was doing that for a while, and I was in the trades when I was young, so I wasn't like always an alcoholic bum loser, which although people seem to delineate me as, which I don't blame them. But anyway, I met her. She was a nice girl, a lot younger than me. Barely 21, so I was like 15 years older than her. I'm really old, and I don't have a gut hanging out to there. And though I should lose 18 pounds and I'll be hot again. It's eating two meals a day. That's what does that. But anyway, so yeah, she wore the same thing on the beach. She was very attractive, and I would tell her about jail and about the good blacks and about the ends and about the good whites and the piece of trash ones and so forth. And she understood to a degree, but to her it was like some strange foreign language, because I'm telling you, although a lot of your audience won't believe this because they're all lovely 88 enthusiasts, which means that they're it means that they're sport
and love. 88 means peace and love.
They're fans of mozzarella and other white delicacies, that you would find any delicatessen. I don't know what you're inferring, sir. 88 was the greatest year.
This is hella interesting to me, right? Because your political opinions, which you got from living your life and obviously being in prison and just having exposure
jail, not prison. Sorry, jail.
There's a difference in America.
There is a big difference. One of them is for...
One of them more fun. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, but
that's Gay Darnell.
Gay Darnell. Even in this relationship with this lady who was of a different ethnicity, etc., so you still maintained your radical, quote unquote, political opinions.
Yes, I did.
Right.
Yeah. So I would not give her jogger, blade, only use me blade. I would not give her sub-Saharan genotypic kids, and what was worse to me was the idea of Christian marriage. But go ahead.
Let's unpack that a little bit. Like, what's your beef with that?
Now we're tapping into something, my friend.
Okay.
So do you want to go from a historicity?
No, from the beginning. I want your personal subjective experience with Christianity and why it got to the point where you wouldn't even marry a girl in a Christian church. Like, that's kind of extreme.
Yeah. I can relate to that.
That's
anti-Christian.
What the fuck? Like, you're Jewish. Like,
you never
she's so cute. Oh well. Easy bake oven. No, no, I'm kidding. I'm just easy. I like easy bake ovens. Black. I'm sorry.
I love them personally.
I think I've talked to you before. I think I sexually harassed you one time, ma'am. So, all right. Anyway,
thank you.
Anytime, bro. Reviler D on the stupid Telegram. No. All right. So, George, that's. there's not much to it, mate. I'll give you an example though. Okay, so I even put the drink down for this one because it's like LARP is serious for a second, like Garbage Skin Crusader does as white. Anyway, so okay, so I remember I went to Catholic school for 10 years. All right, so Gloria Necesis Deo, Benedictio Nostrum, all that stuff, Catechism, Stations of the Cross, all that. Now, if I had grown up in any Arabic country, I most likely had been reared as a Muslim. If I had grown up in India, I most likely would have been a Hindu, calling out to Brahmin. So that's the first problem right there, is that cultural relativism. And stop me anytime. Cultural relativism, okay? The second problem is the exacerbation of that is that your family, your parents, everybody you know, they're afraid of death. I have a friend, his name is Yontu. I'll dox him, who cares? He'll never see this. Yontu Teppo.
Is he Asian?
No, he's a Finnish guy. He's a guitar kid. He's actually we don't talk much anymore, but we hit each other up because we hate each other musically.
Now that you
no, that's fine. Tell him that I'm an out-of-tune singer to a degree, and he'll be like, I know who that piece of Pascal is. But no, because he's such a fucking freaking smart kid. I'm sorry. Because he's one of the only other nihilists I know. But we don't talk because we disagree on musical collabs for fun. But the thing is this, he said this, and I have to shout him out for that. He said, ever since birth, you're essentially marching towards death for every day of your life. At every iteration of every second, you're getting closer and closer to your own mortality. So, of course, people construct man-made gods, most especially in the Abrahamic sense. He said that, all right? So that stuck with me forever. So here's the thing. So when I was young, I believed everything they told me. I was a blank slate. So when I hear people talking about groomers, about LGBTQ, I'll be careful now. We're talking about the alphabet, English teachers.
Easy. The valid people with valid sexuality.
Vowel and consonant people. So vowel and consonant people, right? No, I'm not. You think I'm gonna trash them? I'm gonna go left wing on yes. I'm gonna pull a Vosh and like he'll trash skin crusader you in the side of your temple, bro. Because listen, they talk about grooming and so forth. Does it go on to a degree? Yes. Anywhere near as much as the right wing delineates it? No. You know how much grooming goes on in Episcopalian churches, in Catholic church? Anyway. Not just that never happened to me. My friend got dragged by the ear. I'll stop pontificating soon, answer the question. So I've been inebriated off whiskey, allegedly. My friend got dragged off by the ear. I'll never forget, by the principal, who people wondered if she was an alphabet person herself. Her name was Sister Christine. She had a face like stone. She'd look at you and just stare at your ass, like terrify you, dude. Like. And so anyway, because he made a joke about a priest getting a little happy fun time. Hey, Father, F any good blanks lately? Us. No, he didn't. He didn't like the joke. He told her. She dragged him by the ear. You mother. Oh, all the way. That could have been like battery. That's probably like felony battery against a child under 18, dude. But anyway, that's how the 90s were. Fun. So anyway, to get to the point, though, what was my experience towards the Christianity with Catholicism? I make no disparity differentiation there in between. That's no different than a Shia and a Sunni to me. That's no different than any of that there. So fear, a greater, the positives, very few, a greater cause to aspire to, a greater ethereal, eschatological kind of understanding or goal to reach therein. And my family and my friends and everybody, yay, we're Christian, we're white in the 90s. Oh my God, growing up as a little kid. Imagine that, right? In Florida, yeah. So the bad, constantly tortured by the notion that my own biology is evil, that one touching oneself is a mortal sin, that, let's see, what else? Oh, perennial hellfire.
Not touching that is a mortal sin.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of debatable to a degree. You got the 7 deadly sins. What are they? I wasn't even thinking of them. Lust, avarice, sloth, greed. No, I said avarice. Lust, avarice. Let's go through this and I'll get through this. Lust, avarice, sloth, wrath,
sloth.
What is not
envy?
All right. And envy, pride. What's the last one?
I don't know.
Somebody find the last one, please.
Gluttony? Isn't that
Yes. That's like that fat piece of shit kid behind the camera. All right, sorry, I don't. All right. So anyway, yeah, fear. My experience with it was fear, terror. I took it more seriously than other kids. Like my friends used to even laugh at me as a kid, man. Before I got like weird with the racist stuff or the gender stuff or anything, like telling both the far left and far right to go eat a big swollen castrated you know what of melanin, right? So yeah, mine was fear. It was fear, obedience, dominance. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry I took 10 minutes to answer. I won't do that again. Go ahead.
No, it's good. It was a bit long-winded, but we got there in the end. So Christianity instills fear, obedience, dominance. You just rejected it intrinsically to the point where you wouldn't date a girl who wanted a Christian marriage.
Correct.
And you didn't want to bring
No,
kids
he
up
wouldn't marry
in
a
a Christian
girl.
upbringing.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
do that
yeah.
either. Yeah, right. Correct.
Yeah. Okay, interesting.
I would argue she's hellbound, by the way, just like me or any of you. Was I behaving? No, it's fine. I was behaving.
No, you're doing good. You're doing good.
It's difficult to equivocate like that, guys. Go ahead. Sorry.
So how'd you fall into the Nietzschean hierarchy of things?
Yeah. Let's talk about your politics and how they've changed recently as well.
Okay, so that's a good one. Well, basically, I'll try to. Jeez, I get nervous at this juncture subconsciously. I'm sorry. All right, so what happened was this. Growing up, I'll tell you real quick. A quick synopsis. My mother was a Democrat, my father was a Republican, and they made it work somehow. You know, they were both from New York City originally. And they got together, they decided to move to Florida, blah, 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 whole thing. All right. I had a very good childhood. I love my parents. Not a big fan of my grandmother who passed away recently, as many of you know. Okay.
Can we not, as funny as that is, let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Not a big fan of her. Her husband was a wonderful man. My parents, I'm big fans of both of them. We don't see eye to eye in a copious amount, but I do not blame them. Like Aaron Lewis said from Stain, man, I cannot blame this on the father. Did the best he could for me, you know, as corny as that sounds. So anyway, so no, I grew up in a pretty like moderate to progressive, honestly, freaking 90s home as a kid, man. There were 2 black kids in the whole school, and they were nice. So we didn't know what this, like, there was no internet. Anyway, what it led to politics was I didn't care about politics. Once I found out that my man-made deity was not real when I was about 19, 20 years old, and I debated my religion teachers, I debated my church people, I almost got into fist fights with the people at the church, all kinds of stuff, other white people, believe it or not. Anyway,
question, is that a lobster on your arm?
A lobster in Asian anime. No, it's a poorly drawn demon that I drew and they tattooed on me, and the other one too.
No, I just have really bad vision, so.
Oh, well, then
looks like a lobster to me.
You have the right ocular perception for that then, young lady, because you're not missing much. The teeth are asymmetrical as hell. Thanks for noting that. Women can destroy any semblance of a man's self-esteem. Okay, so what happened is that the especially the yentas.
She cried more.
That's what I try to do every day of my life.
She cried more. Yeah, that right. So anyway, basically,
indoor voices, please.
Blown out. Well, I just want to make fun for all BLM. Sorry. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So there were no politics, man. It was, you know, this whole thing. My family instilled materialism in me more so. It's one reason I have gold teeth and everything now. But my gums were cut open recently to check them because I was in a fight. They're okay, but I'll show you. Not very pretty, but I need to get my teeth whitened. It's a different story. I can. All right. So anyway, yeah, it wasn't really so much that. It was like, you know, my dad would come down on me like a hard ass because he is to this day. Like, how much money you freaking making, a-hole? What are you doing, a-hole? You know, that kind of stuff. Old school Ginzo type. And so that was more of a metric of a person than like if you were black or gay or anything like that. But anyway, real quick, how I came into let's just call him far right nice guy. Not exactly grape soda fan politics, was that a bunch of wonderful, strong Nubian queens got me fired at one of my most valued jobs, which was an admissions representative for a school that I worked at for almost 2 years, actually. And their evidence against me was basically he racist. In their literal words, which their vernacular is just absolutely capacious. I mean, how could any of us think to comprehend such a genius? Oh, you Nairobian queen, you EBT and cellulite, Lizzo, yes, girl. So these assholes. I'll watch my no for real, man. Gloves off. You know what I mean? So these assholes did this to me. I had pictures at the shooting range. Okay, like Trump, whatever the heck. I was still identifying as something more left wing than I identify as now, and I won't even tell any of you, though you probably know it. All right. So these assholes, because my sales were higher than them, decided to say he's racist, he's making threats, he's doing this, he's doing that, and the cowardly, the mayonnaise loving cowardly management people decided get the F out of here. And so that really began down this path, this dark path of national smileism and all of that therein, which I never fully
That's
believed
happened
in.
to me at every job that
Yeah.
I've had, and not even with, black
Chuckles,
people.
the
sorry.
reason that happened with you at every job is because you sue every job that you've been at, and you're now
No,
not
that's
allowed to
false.
be
I've
employed at
sued
every
like
job.
less than 1% of the jobs that I've had.
You are no longer allowed to be. No one will employ you anymore because you've sued all those
That's all
jobs.
right. I'm changing my.
I'm familiar with all of the lore. Like you can't put. You're not being discriminated against at work. You're being an ass, and no one wants to be around.
No,
you.
okay. One of the times I got fired over a joke that I made on the internet. That's how good the joke was.
I'm sure.
It was over the Me Too movement.
And as a female, you got fired for
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said.
You didn't wish to enact allegedly homicidal rage upon the very disparate group.
Okay, this is what nobody wants to hear the joke though. Like, it got me fired.
Homophones. I meant
Jack,
homophones.
can you turn your camera on?
Oh, this piece of shit.
Okay, so the joke was when the Me Too movement came out in theaters or whatever. It was on Facebook, and there was a chain post, and it said, "If you've ever been a victim of sexual harassment, copy and paste this post and write Me Too, and that way men will know that we don't like them or something." And then it was hashtag Me Too. So I copy and pasted it, and I wrote Me Too. I enjoyed it.
All right.
And they fired you. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
You're not allowed to enjoy it.
Yeah, and even as a minority group yourself, two of them, I guess, concurrently.
Yeah, they're anti-Semitic.
In some ways, yes, and most ways, no.
Easy.
She said anti-diabetic, sir. All right, let me get one more refill. I'll be back. Am I all right? Not Lewis. George.
Yeah, get a drink. It's all chill.
Am I going over the time limit too much?
No. We're actually on course and we're doing well. When you come back, we're going to ask you why that changed for you.
Okay, I want to talk more about the epistemology though of Christianity, Islam, and all these other derivative and Garbage Skin Crusader has
all of the Babylonian derivative, all of the Babylonian.
What? Overweight dead senorita mama who's mighty gorda. That's the most you'll get for a twerk. All right, I'll be back.
You should have made friends with those.
An asshole.
So it's cool that he drinks. That's cool.
Well, Jack, it's cool that you drink too. It's cool that you smoke drugs and stuff as well. That's pretty epic.
Smoke drugs and stuff. Oh, you make that sound so good.
Yeah, we should all drink and smoke drugs.
Yeah. I think Jack Star and Rev Viler are the models. I think these are like the Ubermen incarnate. This is what Carl Jung's cosmic. No, Carl. You and Jack Star, the cosmic man that Carl Jung spoke about.
Well, I'm at the top of my game.
Hi, Jack. Look, I don't want to be rude to you from the get-go. Here's my issue with you. You have a lot of good qualities. You can be a very eloquent speaker. You have a lot of elocution. You have a copious amount of passion. I think schizoids like us can go on for a celeritious and vast amount of time, right? But here's the problem the only problem I have with you, dude. Two things. Number one, sometimes when you get going on something, you can interrupt people a lot worse than me. Number two, here's the real problem. No self-awareness, okay? But I don't want to insult you with that. That's my only problem with you. It's the only reason I said that maybe you should not be allowed in the sandbox or have your head driven under it to where you pass out and don't wake up. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's your question, sir?
I think I think we're good, actually. If those are your issues, I think we're actually good because I have agreed with you on both points. I interrupt too often, certainly. I never wish to interrupt, so if I've done it once, so many times. And lacking in self-awareness, a certain amount of that has been intentional, but I don't need to be completely oblivious to my surroundings all the time. Like, for example, right now, I'm sitting in the base of a fishbowl, and there's laser mics all around me, pointing at me. Right? I don't need to lose track of that. I don't need to forget and then start asking about nuclear codes. That would be rude.
So you mean just lack of awareness in general?
Well, I'm pretty aware. He may be.
You said you were sitting in the bottom of fishbowl.
Yeah, I'm in a house. It's a metaphor.
Oh, I see.
Everything's possible.
Jack, not to interrupt you, sir. Did you know I did the same thing that you have a problem when you have a bad night, and I won't say what you do or don't do. I don't know what you do, man. I don't care. And I'll say for how old you are, you're pretty well preserved, man. So there are a lot of good things about you, right? You're not overweight. A lot of things about you. But the problem, the only reason I advocated again that your head be drawn into the sandbox like an ostrich and not pulled back out, right? So where you have sand in your esophagus and your lungs and you're not breathing anymore is because when you have a bad night, it's kind of like me in this way. I think I do something differently than you. I think I recognize some of the same tendencies in you that I have myself, and I fucking abhor them. And I'll tell you what, sorry to curse. I'll tell you why. Because I have always... I'm very critical, and I think most people, like the far right and the nazis, I'll call them the nazis, N-I-Z-I-S, the nasal people, you know, the nazis. The nazis are very sensitive. They're very sensitive, like the joggers, like the nog-nogs. They're very sensitive, right? Burning cities, the Reich, all this crazy stuff, you know, kind of fun. I don't know, maybe on a Tuesday, I don't know. But the problem is that it's hard to get... hose mad.
I go over the top. That's the problem.
Dude. What it is this. Let me tell you what it is. It's the same. It's kind of similar to me. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I see what I hate these people so much. Boogie, that fat piece of shit. Sorry, body shaming. Big, beautiful people exist everywhere. Heyo. But that's why I hate him, man. That's why I hate him, because you know what? I see a bit of that insecurity. I see a bit of that gluttony. And here's the problem, Jack. Here's what you do. Here's what you do in the cube. Shouts to the cube. Wonderful. Best storage I've ever used in my life. Now, the problem, what you do is that you go on a bender of mental illness or neurological fuckatardery, right? You hear me? For the whole night, man. I know the CIA. I know the CIA is coming after me, and I know the goddamn Ursula and the mermaids and all the CIA glow in the dark. I got African masked people. All the CIA glow in the dark African masked people, and I do that drunk. I hate the African masked people. F the African masked people. Hey, and it's like, dude, it gets us nowhere. So if you are more receptive to criticism, then I respect you. But that's why I called you a piece of shit. I'm sorry, dude, but you were never, no, dude, I'll shut up in a second. You were never, ever receptive to criticism, dude. And it's hard to tell a schizoid, a schizophrenic, an autist, an Asperger's, whatever, right? All about a strong future by that what they're doing. Because you would always, I would tell you, and you would freaking tell me, well, you're just CIA, blah, blah, blah. You just don't have my connections. You and Lorenzo. That's my problem with Jack.
You're right. I really appreciate that. That's a good way of putting it. Because that must be
problem with you, sir.
Well,
the only reason I wanted you under the guillotine.
Oh, well,
the guillotine of life. The guillotine of life. Go ahead.
It's immensely gratifying to hear that. I didn't actually know that this was the thing, right?
No, I mean, I don't hate the guy. I just like he's. So sorry. So Jack, I'll shut up. What are you doing about that then? Like when people are like, "Yo, you're talking to," because I'm talking too much. But that's the point of this stream, making fun of me. I get that. But like, what are you doing in real life? Because that's the thing, man. Like you're not a completely defective person. But when you, sorry, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
I do. Here's what I'm doing. Right. I'm sitting calmly, smoking a J, having a beer, documenting my life placidly. I'm not causing waves. I'm not starting trouble. I'm not trying to initiate a new relationship. I'm not trying to beat down the door of the several women who still love me, and then start difficulties by crossing their fucking voicemails.
He's doing nothing.
That would be fun. I'm not doing nothing.
No, but it was so poetic, you bitch. Sorry, go ahead. Give her my number afterwards, by the way. Go ahead.
I'm like a leaf on the wind, but I'm not going to get impaled to the heart later.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So he's doing nothing.
I didn't know how bad it was. I had no idea. No.
All right.
It's not.
And-
He's
but I-
just being dramatic because he's an
So
asshole.
Jack,
Right.
Jack, maybe
Well, no,
one
it's not
thing
that
I've been.
anymore.
Jack, one thing I've been thinking about since somebody who I was not a big fan of in the family passed away recently is here's what I've been thinking about real quick is like, you know, you can have a political affiliation, you can have a religious idea, or you can see it all as BS, blah, blah, blah. But what I really started thinking about again, which I have not had in a copious amount of time, not just, oh, you haven't had a girlfriend in a while, it's true, but I mean, I did. I did. Wait, it's also, what about like the idea of a mortgage sickens me, right? Like the idea that I'm going to owe until I die. Like I've been thinking about that kind of stuff. Like, am I going to go back into insurance? Which I did for years. Am I going to do the graphic web stuff that I used to do was HTML5, CSS3. Anyway, so what are you, Jack, sorry. What are you thinking? What are you doing financially? I don't want to pry into your light with your work. I know you used to work at one point. You haven't in a long time. So what are you thinking about a girl, a woman in the future, work? That's the type of shit that Jordan Lewis are about, bro. That's what they want. Not just hollow politics. They make fun of locals, alcoholics, or schizos, or whatever the hell like us, but they want to help. All right, and I want to help you. So what are you doing there? What are you doing there, sir?
Okay, in order to find out who to sue and who not to sue, I have to have conversations. And these
I'm just waiting till my parents die. Thank you for asking.
I didn't say that. I wasn't waiting for
Jack. Jack, sorry. Wait, who to sue? I just tried to uplift you. What are you doing?
He's trying to take advice from me.
No. See, people are going to be sued because it's the law. Whether I take action or not, there are lawyers who are lined up with their chops frothing with saliva, looking forward to the time when they can file lawsuits, and they're legally required to. They have a responsibility.
They have a quota.
Not exactly. When they see certain things happen, they then have to pursue it in the courts because otherwise we just what we bid.
So, sorry, what does this have to do with the career if that doesn't work out? Okay, well, the nosy lawyers don't do it. So, dude, I'm trying to talk to you. This is why I wanted to have your face in the sandbox and fill your larynx with sand until you turn blue and die. Last time, you dysgenic bastard, because I talk to you like a person and you give me lawsuits. What trade, Jack? What trade, Jack? What career, Jack?
Well, I was going to be
I'm not kidding, dude.
Substance abuse counselor, actually.
Okay. So what the hell then are you waiting for?
Well, I'm not really waiting. I'm engaging in pre-course work right now. It's actually on a matter of fact.
Then good for you. Then no problem, dude.
Yeah.
You know what? Focus on that and not bloody lawsuits, you dummy.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, then why did you tell me lawsuits? Why did you tell me lawsuits then? P-brain.
Because they're coming. They're coming. Not
Who's
from
coming?
me.
The British?
No. The
basketball Americans?
The case is cross. It's trans-global. The case is trans-global.
Oh, it's trans, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
So
All right, Jack. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I like you. Okay. Can we please get him the hell out of here right now? Get out. Sorry. Thank you, Jack. Don't die. Right. But get out now.
Oh. Well. Okay. But what if I didn't
Lewis,
have to?
What kind of circus are you running here, man? George, I thought we were talking about epistemology pursuant to theistic delusion, and then, look, okay, Jack's not all bad.
Listen, it's because I'm Black Pope. I am Black Pope.
Oh, you're Blackfoot. Well, I think you might be.
No. Black Pope. Although I love the Black Pope. Yeah.
I guess schizophrenic lives matter. You're right.
Yeah, it's a compartmentalization issue. Right, I can dip in and out earlier when it happens because I don't control being Black Pope. Like the train coming by. The train coming by, I have no idea where it's going. I don't know what it's doing. I don't know if it just fucking fell out of the sky and turned into a robot or whatnot. It's pretty, right? Okay, and then the train's going to go by and it's going to go on its way. Similarly, once in a while, I just suddenly show up and I'm Black Pope. It just happens.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. So just work on your more positive attributes instead of saying things like that for 20 minutes. Thank you, though, Jack. George, Lewis, are you going to reign in control over the zoo here?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Enough.
I don't have to at all. But if there's going to be things that happen, I can let people know ahead of time. Like I can call you Rev. I can say, hey, because you're Rev.
I'm Black Pope. Lewis. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's not even a legal thing. It wouldn't be instruction.
Not a schizo thing. Not a dysgenic thing.
I have to do this carefully so I can maintain my career. It would be terrible to be locked up in a cage.
You're not an SSI piece of shit, are you? If you're an SSI piece of shit, I'll advocate for your death right now.
I am not, but thank you.
I'm doing this to fuck Lewis and George. Can you please get this guy off of here, dude? Fuck, man. All right, thanks, Jack. I'm glad you're well. Get him the fuck
you
off
can
of here,
remove
dude.
You can remove
the
that.
bit's gone,
Okay,
man. The bit's gone. Shit. Basketball American newbie in person. I know you got some good content out of that, but come on, you let that go too long. Keep the Jew girl. I like her. One of the only ones. Thank
you.
Wait a minute. The mosaic people, a tapestry of interstitial lives. Yo, fuck you, both of you. I'm gonna fucking come and like punch both of you in the back of the head, dude, for that shit. No, Lewis, I can get too easy in America. All right, so Jack. What or Christianity and Islam were boring? Or go ahead, guys. I'm sorry. No, really, that's fine. I was seriously annoyed and I know that's why you did that, to poke the stupid bear. I know, but like, dude, you get so much out of the guy. I don't think he's really taking those classes. He's like sitting there masturbating to like his dead mom, like like Norman Bates stuff, dude, serial killer stuff. Like, he's not doing anything, Like what? I hope, okay, but like this guy's gonna go for an interview at McDonald's and be like, "Okay." Like the Jorge's gonna interview him, and he's gonna be wait, Lewis, I have interstitial tumors, and I don't know, I have some kind of like anal leakage that comes out sometimes when I watch videos of the Reich, but I haven't raped or murdered my last girl. I haven't whined or dined. I haven't whined or dined. I haven't whined or dined.
All right.
I'm sorry. I have not whined or dined.
Look. I'll give you the little lore for Jackstar. He's something like 50. He's like 50 years old, and he's living off the inheritance money from his parents. I don't think he intends to do anything with the rest of his life other than smoke weed and.
That's my nightmare. That's my nightmare right now. So that's why I told him. Like the first thing I started thinking, it's not this. Okay, let's fill up the bicycles with air and not be nice to the people we don't like now, right? It's like the idea of a mortgage. Well, how much is the principal? How much is the interest? George's people. Sorry, I take the shot. Sorry, I'm kidding. 1/8 Michelin. No, is he still here? Is he all right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
You let this go on. You CUNT person. All right. No, yeah, that was kind of fun. No, he's you guys have this gaggle of weirdos. I guess like I am like, see, the problem with Jack is like I think actually no, like he's gotten a little more self-aware, but how do you teach? This is like a person, I'll tell you right now.
He gets more self-aware when he's relatively sober. As of recently, he's been more sober for the past few weeks. So that's.
Does he drink? What does he do?
No, meth and weed and beer and alcohol. Yeah, he does a lot of things.
I just have cigars. I was addicted to, which is why my teeth are yellow. That I can get them whitened, and I have a gold teeth, like a nog and liquor. Man, those are my only two vices. I haven't smoked weed since I was like 22 years old. That was like 14 years ago. I mean, I have nothing against weed, if it doesn't hinder your productivity. But yeah, I don't do any of that. I've never done coke. I've smelled it in front of my face. I've never done it. I think I did a Xanny once. I don't remember. Oh, shrooms. Those I'm kind of a fan of, but I haven't done those in years. Since I was hanging with the commies in St. Pete. That was the only thing they were good for, AO. By the way, a lot of them are pretty racist, too.
Rev, what do you think of this comment?
It's the grandmother you're thinking of there, Neo. Come on, get it right, man.
No. Neo doesn't know who you are. He's not.
Then never mind. Lore. He's doing a Jesse Lee Peter thing. I called him once a long time ago. This hot Aussie girl in her 30s. She hates me now. She's a Christian, of course. You blasphemer. No, but I've been on her show and stuff, and like she got with the far right. I won't say her name. So there's the Descendants song. I won't say your name. You know who you are. Anyway, Descendants are a great old band, by the way. A bunch of old 60-year-old guys that know they're old and don't care if you want to fuck them or not. Sorry to say the F word. They don't care, and they're still as in tune and as on time as ever. Whereas Ain't No Rose has blown out his voice. So he sucks. Anyway, no, yeah, Jesse Lee Peterson. Like, have you forgiven your mother, Ravala? I still have it somewhere. It's from like when I had my own place like a few years ago, dude. It was like I call him like 6 a.m. or I was like 7 a.m. drunk as hell. Like, where have you forgiven your mother? There's a whole scandal about him being hey girl from a while ago. Some Catholics made. You guys seen that?
No, I haven't.
All right, let's get to the point because George, everyone's about to fall asleep. I'm boring you or leave or something.
No. This is great, actually.
No, let's go. No, let's do it. George doesn't think so. George has somewhere to be.
Well, no, I do.
tomorrow,
No, I do. I was just listening too. To be honest, I'm entertained.
You direct
What was
this.
I?
It's your show.
What I was gonna say was that we should go back to talking before though about how your politics changed, and then take us into the whole epistemics thing of it because that's interesting.
I can be concise with that too, believe it or not. Okay, so how they changed was again the most recent history. This is like circa early 2018. Which coincided with a big move. I had a place I really loved to this day. I have pictures of it, everything. I did some videos there on my old stupid little channel, and I always loved that place. And so I had to move from there because I thought, well, employment is unstable for a bit, as embarrassing as it was. So I'm not going to risk another lease. And I don't want to rely on my father or whatever and be pathetic in my late 20s. So I didn't. So I was homeless for a few months. And then which is funny because I kept trying to find a place. But I love dogs and cats for the most part, but I'm allergic to them. So I can't live with them. So, because you all want to live with me anyway, right? No, but so I can't do that, right? I could be around them a few days, but after that I itch and stuff. So, I'm like, I can't find a roommate. I'm not going to, my grandmother was a piece of garbage and may she rotten to dirt and everything now to this day. She died December 16th. Josephine, see you in hell, vaffanculo. Anyway, so I didn't want to be a coward and pathetic or bother exes or family, so I was homeless. I was still selling like $30,000-$40,000 school packages, dude, like sleeping in my 2007 Jeep Grand Cherokee, which was crazy. The key to that is to go in the nighttime and sleep eventually as hard as it is and wake up at like 6-7 in the morning when it's still blue out, and then go to a coffee place, hit on a barista, take a shower at a gym, whatever, pretend you're still a human being, and then go on a date, pretend you're normal, have sex with her in a hotel room. I did that for a while. And then I was alone for a while too with that. I'm not going to glamorize it. So anyway, after that, I got into my place in St. Pete. And that's when, you know what I did, guys, real quick? I decided, okay, I have been following mayonnaise loving, aka white, right? Mayonnaise loving nationalism. I've been following mayonnaise loving nationalism since I was like 13. Because back in the day, George is younger than me, claims he's so old, he doesn't look it. But and I know Lewis is a young guy, but like A&E. You remember A&E, George? Or in UK, it's probably different. But you guys had A&E UK. Did you ever have that?
Accident and emergency.
No, it was a TV. Okay. Anyway, it was like TV. Sorry, that bombed. Like Jim Norton's life and career bottoming for a giant hot Nordic trans woman.
I know what you're talking about.
Blows out his little saggy hole. Ayo, we're for equal rights here. Protect the trans community. Black Lives Matter. All right. So, yeah, he sucks, dude. Nikki's more of a Chad Arian than him. Has a better taste in metal too. Gross. All right, dude. So anyway, no, what happened was I decided, all right,
behave yourself, Link. Behave yourself. No slurs, no using our favorite
Hey,
words.
yo, what's up?
My people, what's up?
Oh, I thought you meant me, Link, with the hat.
No, Link here is a half Norwegian, half sub-Saharan individual.
Yep, half West African. Half Norse, half West African. Let's go.
Part of my people, part of why I hate myself, Sicilian. We're largely bred with you. What's good, man? Salam, Amasir.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are more bred with, I think, Berbers, right? It's more like North African, like some West African. So, might be a little bit different, yeah. So, but hey, if you're part Norse, I mean, that's kind of cool.
I'm not at all. I'm actually quite short. People think I'm really tall. I'm only 5'8". At my best weight, I'm like 165. At my fattest, I'm like 190. So I'm not that much of anything. People think that. No, I'm not. Thanks, though, dude, for the compliment.
All right. Bet. Yeah, it is kind of interesting because like a lot of the nationalist community, we can put it. It kind of sees me as kind of half and half because on one hand they're like, damn, like this dude is sub-Saharan, but on the other hand, they're like, damn, this dude's also kind of like half Aryan, so he could be like intelligent, but he also could be like a hood dude. Like, I don't know, this is a toss-up.
All right, let me ask you a question. So I failed at getting to the points, and that destroys any confidence that I've instilled in these two guys, and I'm sorry. So I need to check myself.
Look, you've done remarkably well in terms of controlling.
No, wait, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, Lewis. Thank you. Come on, you unleashed Pandora's box here. You unleashed Fedora's box. No, I'm kidding. I don't think any of us. All right,
dude, we're being nice. Jackstar's not on.
Mm-hmm. No, Jack. So what? I guess. Well, I guess what is your goal then? What is your goal, and what do you have to ask me? Like what?
What my goal is? I mean, Jordan Lewis just told me to join this, so like I just.
Oh, all right. Hi.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to know my political objectives, I would just say, Imperial Japan is pretty cool, and that's it. And Vikings were pretty cool.
I watched a freaking thing the other day from that. I'm trying to equivocate and prevaricate so much I can barely talk, and I can like seeing double right now. But it was Dixie or the Dixie Cups, not the Confederate state that that tore the fabric of the country apart because the War of Northern Aggression. But there was a Japanese cover of that was freaking amazing. It has nothing to do with anything, but yeah, I would listen to that when imbibing alcohol. All right. So anyway, to get to what I'm sorry, Jord asked me, how did you get to the point of like national mayonnaise-ism, right?
Oh shit. Link left. Oh wait, sorry. Link, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, sorry, he left briefly. Right. National mayonnaise. I don't know. Less of that, and like more of like, why did Nietzsche's ideals appeal to you?
All right, so we haven't finished Christian. Let's just do it real quick. All right, I think he had to go, George. I hope he comes back, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So basically, Christianity failed because when you start picking it apart, it's no different than Islam. It's Jewish nose people, matzo ball people. It's matzah. No, I'm not even being hateful here, so I'll just say it. It's Jewish predicated, okay? It's Jewish predicated.
It is a Semitic, yes. It is a Semitic.
Yes. So wait.
It is not anti-Semitic. It's not anti-Semitic to say that Islam, Christianity, and Judaism all have the same.
Yeah, it's Jewish based, dude. So here's one thing. No, I'm trashing right now. Wake the stream up, George. Wake your little skinny crack ass up, motherfucker. Wake your ass up. I'll Derek Vineyard your ass. You heard me, monkey boy? I hope he's here. No, I'm sorry.
All right, this is getting quickly correct.
No, because I want him to hear that. I'm. It's okay. I'm playing a character, dude. Come on. But I am sincere about most of what I say. So what I want him to hear, what I want the dear boy to clean out his ears for temporarily and here, is the fact that there's a guy, as you said, Gypsy Crusader, that and I'm tying it all together convergently. You'll see. He's like, I warned you in private chat. No, I'll make it work. Stop it. Don't. I won't lose confidence. Listen, it's okay. So Gypsy went to prison. Stupid. We don't care about that. Here's the thing. So he said one night on a stream, this is a guy with an overweight, dead mother of Mexican and Italian descent, which, Diana, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry. You're probably a nice lady. You did the best you could for your son. You were not a hateful person yourself. Vaya con Dios, son. Honestly, seriously, bro. But your son seems to think he's Mr. Mustache person's, personal god, like Mr. Goebbels or something till the end. Right? Till Dentist Kunst gave him the cyanide to have happy fun time. Yeah. So here's the thing, right? He was given wrong information one night. He was talking about how can we name Jesus? Can we talk about these figures, dude? Because I'm finding this really hard. Like, I like this. Can I say that?
I mean, you can talk about God and Jesus. I don't think there's anything.
Right. Well, it's hate speech. No, it is, and I hate it. But I tattooed this on my arm, not because I believe in this stuff. It's made up. You know how real it is? You know how real it is, dude? It's as real as this. It's as real as my cursed book. If any of you want this, I'll sell it to you for $500, but no one will buy it ever.
So what do you believe? Say that you're like a materialist, atheist, kind of?
I was an atheist until Saggy Demented Asshole died December 16th. Then I became a theist.
Interesting.
But
you were an atheist until your grandmother died, and then you were like,
yes.
Yo, I have a question. When your grandma died, were you like, it's a Christmas miracle? Is that what your reaction was?
Damn.
Yeah. You know what? No, dude. I know I was gonna get asked this, but you know what? This person, I gave a tribute to her earlier. I won't do it now. I don't. You can mess with a human being. You can bother them about having a light on or a computer on, something asinine. You can scream at them. You can do whatever. You can hit them with your walker and the testicles and the legs so many times. They're gonna hit you back eventually, bro. Okay? You can call the police on them 20 times a day. They're gonna eventually wish you dead, asshole. That's what happened there. Okay? So this was not, oh, Grandma Millie's baking cookies. This is stuff that is so obscene that my language, my vitriol is cucked compared to her. Okay. Now, you never let me finish about, I'm sorry, non-mayonnaise person crusader. Real quick, man, I'll tie all three in, okay? George is already done. He's already sick of it. Oh, what's good, man? That's what you look like?
Yeah.
You ain't so bad looking for one of them. Anyway, hey man, hey, cheers, bro. All right.
Damn.
No, listen, Lewis. Fuck it. Sorry, George, I feel bad. I've like disappointed George.
I do hope that you're aware. In the past few minutes, you basically just admitted that you beat up your grandmother. You said that he's subhuman, and you said,
yeah.
I know, bro. Are you drunk right now? Are you on meth or are you drunk?
No, I'm drunk. Dude. But I'll say this sober. I am more invested in that woman, even in death, than anything. But I don't want to get into that right now. I love my mother. My mother's a nice lady. My grandmother was a piece of garbage. My grandmother did nothing but bother and harass and harangue people. Her husband, who died, who was a good man, Richard, all of it, histrionic asshole, psychotic, neurotic, and her father. Nobody was like this in the family, just her. So she's the serial killer, right? She's the so I don't care. You live with a saggy, demented 90-year-old person, dude, that calls police on you 20 times a day, asshole, and you freaking tell me that you're not going to be violent when that motherfucker hits you with the walker. You're going to be violent. Going fuck that crack up. Oh, I'm sorry, person. Can I finish? Can I finish? All right. No, I'm saying though, it's a fair question.
Bro,
she was a monster. I don't
take
those.
Down,
take half
the
Excuse me, person of elaborate, resplendent color, all the colors of the wind. I like that. Legend of Zelda. That's how I think of him, like the little dark version of that guy.
Look. Link, if we could not use the N word, good.
All right, sorry. Can I get to the point? I'll shut up and you ask me this question.
All
right.
So
garbage. Okay. I need to pass. I am a fast track on that, and then I derailed the road. Thank you, though. All right, so what happened was, you heard me? What had happened was this. Yeah, no, she was a monster, Josephine. I don't give a fuck. She should die. We did our best to take care of her, dude. She was a monster every step of the way. I'm sorry, I was a monster back. There you go. So you can say what you want about me, like I'm Blade or something, but it is what it is. All right. So anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. So non mayonnaise person crusader. Paul Miller, the fake white, mayonnaise loving nationalist, right? Who preys on 12 to 18-year-old girls in the chat because he's a piece of shit.
Calm down, man. Calm down.
He's a piece of excrement.
Jackstar, do you want to say anything good, sir?
Who? Jack again?
I was told.
All right, Jack, chill. Jack, chill. If you have something insightful to say, hold on. Let him stay for a bit. All right, I'll get to the point. I know I'm
violent red has been thrown into the Berber North African rage.
Yes, I'm a seer. Alayhi salam. Sidan dedan.
Bro went full jihadi.
Yeah, jihadi. So don't do that. The high happy friendship. Hi.
Yeah.
All right. So no. All right. Let me. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm being an asshole right now, dude. But let me get through a point, Lewis. George was right. Freak. I was fine for the first half of this, dude. I'm trying to. All right. So. Garbage skin crusader.
Wait a minute. Did you say, Jackstar, that he has your hat? Is that what you said?
We both have orange beanies on, yeah.
Oh, we're warm.
Can you show us your orange beanie, Jack?
Yeah, go ahead, Jack. Get on camera. Come on. Oh, you don't have to get
No.
don't make the guy get on camera. All right. Leave him here. If he can be nice, he can be all right. He's understanding the self-criticism. I hope you do, Jack.
What do you think I did?
All right. Let me get on the right subject, please.
Okay.
Because all you. All
Shit, man, it sounds like you're getting. Holy fuck.
So I don't. The only all right. So anyway, garbage pale kid crusader. Hello, elegant Elliot Uffin, right? Joe Corson. No, old
Right.
Stern fans will know. Stern's a piece of shit, but they know. All right, so listen. Right. So he was telling a chick. He was telling two chicks whiter than him who were both Latinas. You know, all of it, the lips, all of it, yeah. And telling them Jesus was a mayonnaise person, white. I'm trying to do equivocation, dude. Really trying, dude. Dude, love your person. Only use me blade. No. So he was doing that, and it's very hard to not shatter this glass, by the way, which I lost all of that. Probably for the best. But anyway, OD stream. No, I'm kidding. I just vomit my. No, all right. So listen. Here's what I want to tell you about how most Christians are delusory hypocrites. Are you ready? And I'll be concise. Agreed. Are you ready?
Yes.
And Muslims the same way. Muslims the same way. I'll tell you Christians though right now. All right. So Shite Skin Crusader, right, was telling these two girls that are Latinas that are probably 14, meaning prime real estate for him, right? Jesus was white, blah blah blah. He said that Jesus resided in the kingdom of Judah.
Huh.
N-word person. That's the freaking Iron Age, bro. Iron Age, circa 900. Kingdom of Israel.
Yeah. The kingdom of Judah did not exist.
Look it up, dude. Sorry, look it up, dude. Kingdom of Israel to the north. I'ma see a rage. Kingdom of Israel to the north. Vafagule, odio e negri. Listen, I'm almost done. Kingdom of Israel to the north. Right, and freaking kingdom. I'm channeling Jack right now, by the way. So no, I really am, dude. To the south. This is Iron Age. This is circa 8. I didn't know this at the time. He taught me a history lesson, right? Because I'm like, when the hell was the Iron Age? If you look it up, 800, 900 BC. That's when those kingdoms were basically established, right? And then Amorites after that, and then like Babylon and different warring places, Mesopotamia, Persians took over, whatever. But so he's referencing the wrong time. It was Judea, dummy. It was Judea, and it was from like 25 BCE. Christians would say BC to like 125 ACE, AD. Look it up, dude. It was 100. So wait, you mean to tell me without any controversy, because South Africa has white people in it right now, high mayonnaise people with the lovely, intelligent, resplendent. Muta Bambata people, the Muta Bambata people love the basketball Muta Bambata people, right? You mean to tell me that fucking all of South Africa's white? That's the same logic this asshole is using. So your Semitic genes are not bred out, bro. Your Semitic genes are not bred out of your mythological savior, asshole. And it's the same for Muhammad. And by the way, one more thing.
Calm down.
One more again. Wait, I could say and then I'll say I'll say N, and then Louis, don't ban me, bro, please. Wait, and I'll say N, and I'll say this.
I muted you, by the way. Rev, you have to unmute yourself.
That dude is saying some risky shit. But I was gonna say, I think everybody knows that Judea existed, but not the kingdom of Judah, because the kingdom of Judah was long gone.
Ancient, yeah, dude.
I didn't know.
Well,
I mean, it was Roman. It was Roman territory at that point. It was the Roman province of Palestine during Jesus' time. The kingdom of Judah was like Old Testament.
I didn't know.
And wasn't Israel split into two countries at one point in the Old Testament?
Judah and Israel.
Judah and Israel, right? This kid knows his stuff, man. Yeah, and I'm not gonna LARP like, I'm such a
Jack Star. What are we looking at? Hang on, Rev. Jack, what are we looking at?
What does it say?
It says uploading. What's uploading?
He says the Black Pope. I just got that now, by the way.
What does that mean?
Your credit sucks.
I didn't get that. What does that mean?
The word dating.
Rev, what does the Black Pope mean?
I don't speak schizophrenic entirely to my fellow people, dude. I don't know. It's brought on by alcoholism. I don't know, dude. No, he's just updating something, dude. But anyway, the kid's right. I'm sorry. I should have got. So real quick, the last thing
calm
about
down.
who is like angry, dude? Like what?
You were.
I'm emphatic. I'm emphatic. Emphatic.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, you called me a word that rhymes with emphatic, but that's not the one I'm talking about.
I don't remember.
So right, real quick. Number one, he's in the wrong time period because this kid is free. This Sneeko looking person is correct. No offense, dude. That's what you remind me of, right? And that's the first thing. And the second thing is that, like, dude, like, he said that Jesus lived proximate. Like, he didn't say that word. That's too advanced. He said that Jesus lived close to Armenia. Wrong. The Caucasus, dude. No, Armenia back then was called Hayek.
Why would you think? Why?
Because a lot of nazis, nasal peoples, nazis, N-I-Z-I-S's, a lot of nazis, right? They're so nasal that they don't understand that they hate the nose people and the media people.
Hey.
A lot of these diplomatic problems I've gotten around. I've found treaties and workarounds through the back channel diplomacy.
Louis,
but they
Louis,
worship.
I think put the stuff on a kick so that way you don't have to worry about being taken down. If he says
dude,
so.
I am trying my best.
Kick, but honestly, I think we kept it together relatively well. I don't think this stream will get taken.
I'm sorry, dude. I tried my best, dude. I truly tried to
approaching a new era of unity and happiness and understanding.
Are people even watching this trash? I'm sorry, no offense.
Yeah,
are they?
Yeah,
Who?
yeah.
And people
in the comments. There's actually people watching.
We've had like 10 live viewers for the past hour. Yeah.
See what happened?
All right. Well, they can try. All right. So look, I told you I'm tied in. I'll stop with that because I hit it. I'm inebriated. But listen. So the thing is this: if you hate,
you're a sorcerer, Jackstar.
Yeah.
Rev, what do you think of Jackstar being a sorcerer? What do you make of that?
It's true. It's true, brother. It's a good game.
I mean, it's probably unlikely that it's true, but I don't dispel anything of being.
Why would I lie about that?
Yeah, why would he lie about being a sorcerer?
Yeah.
Do you think this is more pressing than like white people?
Mayonnaise.
Rev, okay.
Rev, what do you think of Jackstar being a sorcerer?
I don't know. Put an eye patch on, get some gold teeth, like me become Jack Sparrow, dude. Figure it out, dude. Only use me blade. Default response, dude. I don't know.
That's a good answer. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well.
So real quick, can we talk about Garbata for a second since George fell asleep or ducked out?
George DM'd me. He said he's currently having tech issues. He didn't drop out on purpose.
Oh, okay.
He's having issues with tech.
Well,
all right.
Yeah.
I
think he's hiding out, and then he's trying to get away, and then the other guys try to chase him, and then it's getting pulled up. Right. It's getting held in custody.
So look, here's okay. Let's shut up with all this.
Sorry. You're good. Oh, it's fucking never getting in custody. Fuck that shit. You have to be. I'd have to be sucking you off.
Yeah, to the pint. There's Jack. Hi, Jack. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good.
Yo, so the stream's going down on YouTube?
No way.
It's going live on YouTube. Yeah.
Digital footprint, my digital footprint.
Yeah,
he said the word, not me.
No, shut up, both of you. No, we don't tolerate the N-word. Shut up, both of you. You don't like the N-word.
It's not here.
I didn't do that.
Where's my friend? You know the
what
the fuck?
Jack! How you doing?
Jackstar,
Damn it, Jack, it's not Telegram, dude!
Oh my! Oh dear Lord!
Yo, invite Link to my shit, bro. I want some diversity.
Jack,
Jack, if you learn some more self-awareness, I might let you in as a probate. No, you're all right, man. No, please don't say N. Okay, you don't have any idea how much I hate the N's, and I haven't been saying it. I've been equivocating.
Sorry. I do apologize for that.
This is what happens when you watch children. You watch animals as children, bro. Sorry.
I removed my memory engram in my youth, and you.
When you watch animals as children, what does that mean?
No, you watch the children as the animal. Link, he's a big melanin animal. Tell him.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I don't know, dude. We're acting like animals. All right, so let's get back
off the rails. He's going off the rails.
All right. Jack's fine, but Jack maybe needs to sit back for a bit. No, you're okay, dude. No, listen, no N-word stuff, no more of that, man, because we're fucking with Lewis's thing, dude. He's nice enough to do this.
I'm not N-word Pope.
All right. So Lewis, so here's my problem with Christianity, okay, with Islam, with all of it. It's all Semitic derivatives, okay?
I'm repping the Jack flag.
Here's one thing, dude, that none of them can refute. I'm gonna use Link here. Link, you hear me? You hear me? All right.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, throw me a soup. If we were in jail, we'd say that stuff. Listen, Link. You wait a minute. It sounds dumb, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm elucidate. Hold on. Link. So you lived your own life, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I lived my own life, right?
Hmm?
I was born in 1987. If you don't mind me asking, what year are you born in?
2002.
That's right. So you're younger than me by a significant amount, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. Everybody knows. So let's say I write an autobiography, okay? And then Link gets a hold of it and is like, you know what? I agree with most of this, but nah to the latter part. And the guy adds and interpolates all my shit and all my words and adds a whole other section that says half of what I wrote about my life was a literal contradiction to the prior part of my life. Now, then he goes on to say that he's the true follower, believer, and writer of my life. What the fuck am I going to think of that, dude? That's Christianity. That's Islam from Jews, bro. Straight up. G-shit. G-shit, lovely black African person. Lovely person. Mute me. Sorry. No, am I wrong? Lovely person. Am I wrong, dude? Am I wrong?
I mean, I guess I can see your point. You're trying to say that basically if something is contradictory after the fact, that it would basically insult your legacy.
Yes, so the Septuagint was freaking Hebrew to Greek. And the reason it does get me a bit incensed is because I was raised my whole life not thinking of race or mayonnaise preferences. I'm sorry, Lewis. I'm not trying to don't leave it up, man. You're not gonna have to delete this, dude. You're not gonna get flagged. But I'm saying, Jesus was white. You know how many times I don't hear it much in real life, but I hear it on the internet a lot.
Gentlemen, I think we should carry this over to the chat in the queue because I think, Rev, you're getting consistently more inebriated, and I think you're slipping up more.
Gentlemen,
last words. You want to say anything to the audience, Rev?
I'm sorry, I ruined everything.
No, Rev. We'll just carry this over to the
queue. Here's something Nietzsche. Okay, so sorry. Here, I am a
Rev. Just last words. Just last words to the audience. We're gonna end this stream.
If you read Nietzsche, you will understand the purview of all other ideologies and all other idiosyncratic things that postulate man is better than other animals on earth. He is not. He is intellectually in some ways, but he is ultimately not. You are not saved from your own mortality, and by stealing Semitic gods, I have more respect for Buddhists and Hindus and people in the East than I do my own people for that reason. Not mayonnaise loving nasal.
Link, any last words?
I would just tell you, read Nietzsche. He's a great writer. I personally have some of his books, like The Genealogy of Morality and Beyond Good and Evil, and Thus Spoke Zarathustra. But don't get too messed up, and don't read the Bible on drugs.
Epic. Jack Star, any last words? Anything you want to say to the audience?
Did that Oompa Loompa just tell me to read Nietzsche?
Good day, gentlemen. It's been a lovely stream. Please don't report this.